Hi ladies, Happy New Year, Happy 2024. This is Fatma from the WellnessKE platform. Today you are in for a special surprise. We're counting down 2023. You're in for a special surprise because today we are counting down 2023 moments. You're going to see our milestones, our achievements, some challenges, and also some never been seen before behind the scenes footage. Are you ready? Let's go. So let's see what happened in the month of January. Oh yes, January was actually a really good month for us. We were honored because we were invited by NTV and also KTN to speak about the new year and how to stay healthy all throughout the year. This was actually a really fun interview to shoot, especially the KTN one. And we had some really good moments from that. And also we did something exciting. We launched some new products in the month of January, which was the Ceylon cinnamon, the raw organic honey, and the hibiscus tea, which many of you have reaped the benefits of the new products. Yes, so the month of February was actually a very good month on WellnessKE. We were invited by KBC Channel 1 with the host, or rather by the host, Marie Yambo, and we had two interviews, two conversations. One was on hormonal imbalance and the other one was also on maintaining good health, especially during the beginning of the year. So that was a really good interview. Yay, the month of March. This was one of my favorite moments. This was when we were invited to Citizen TV by Mwanahamisi Hamadi, who I'm sure all of you know, the host on Citizen TV, and we managed to speak about infertility. This was a really good conversation. It actually took about 3 to 4 hours, and the interview is actually right here on the WellnessKE YouTube channel. So if you're struggling with infertility issues, make sure you click on one of the videos and you'll be able to learn more. So the Citizen interview was actually something really memorable for us, and it's something that we'll never forget. But I have to mention something that tops the Citizen interview. I know you're thinking nothing can top that, but this is actually when I got engaged. My husband and I actually got engaged in the month of March, and we decided to have our wedding in the month of August. So this was quite a moment for the both of us. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, the month of April. April is actually a really special month, but it was also the month of Ramadan. And so it was a bit packed because I took a little bit of a break from WellnessKE to shoot a TV series. And so I put on my acting hat and was shooting a TV series known as Faithless. But this was also during the month of Ramadan, so we had some new recipes also on the channel, on the YouTube channel, and this was really good. And we also ended up having a really good interview on Lookup TV, and we were also talking about health and wellness, and it's always fun to sit down with Nancy Nelima, who happens to be the host. Let's see. Oh, it's the month of May. It's my favorite month, obviously, because it happens to be my birthday month. But other than it being my birthday month, the month of May brought about so many big changes. But one of the most memorable ones was when I got to sit down with my husband, who happens to be the genius behind WellnessKE as a brand and also as a business. So we actually had an interview with him as the CEO of SEZ Branding, and he shared some really good tips. And I also got to speak about just how he has helped WellnessKE as a brand to move forward as a business. And that video is right here on the YouTube channel. Make sure you get to click on it. So aside from sitting down with my husband as the CEO of SEZ Branding, I also had a chance to sit down with the host on Bahari FM in the month of May. This was a really good time because we managed to talk about women's health and also nutrition. And this was a time where we needed such a conversation, especially in the country. So I'm so glad. I'm also glad that the host was really informed and had the best questions. And I always enjoy radio interviews because the energy is just more chill and less uptight. So something else that happened in the month of May, we had a really good discussion online with my mom, who happens to be the psychologist, our resident psychologist from Duara Psychology. And we had a great conversation with a group of women from Big Sister Talks. And we were talking about menstrual health and how it affects our mental health. So this conversation was much needed, and I'm so glad that Duara Psychology actually teamed up with us and we managed to have a good conversation with the rest of the ladies. Now we have the month of June. Okay, so June is where the excitement was kicking in for me, because this was just when I realized that we were going to be getting married in a few months. So we had to travel to Mombasa, which is where we were going to actually have our wedding. And while we were there, that is when we got to launch our menstrual health campaign, which was amazing. It was our period peace campaign to create awareness and also to be able to reach as many of you as possible so that you can learn about how to take care of yourself when you have your menses. So that was such a big CSR moment for us, because we really wanted to give back in a big way. And apart from our menstrual health period peace campaign, we also had a chance to go to some of our favorite radio stations in Mombasa, Mvita FM, Al Shifa Radio, and Msenango FM. They were able to host us, and we had really good conversations on menstrual health. So let's see what happened in July. Yes, July was actually when we managed to do something really big. We went to Changamwe Secondary School and we were able to donate pads to girls in Changamwe Secondary School. And I have to take this moment to thank you, because this was actually possible because of all your donations, and you all managed to send in your donations, and we were able to provide the pads to the young girls there. And I also had a chance to give a menstrual health talk, which was received really well by the young girls. And some of them actually followed the WellnessKE platform, and to date, they still get to send in their messages. Aside from our big CSR moment, which really touched my heart at Changamwe Girls, we also had an interview at KBC with the host Marie Yambo. I always love being next to Marie, because she's very interested in health aside from being a host on KBC. And this time we managed to talk about menopause, and this was received really well, and we found out that many women were actually struggling with this issue. So I'm so glad that we managed to do that. This was a big moment for us. And lastly, we also had a chance to sit down with the host on 001 FM, who was such a fun host. I remember this was during the time where there was so much going on, Mandamano and all that, but we still managed to make the interview happen, and we had a good conversation on period peace and menstrual health. So that's a moment I won't forget. Yes, the month of August happened to be my favorite out of all of them, because this is actually when we had our wedding. So my husband and I got married in the month of August. We had such a fun time. Our families came together, and this was just a moment to just let loose and enjoy ourselves. And so I'm glad this is actually just the creme de la creme of them all. Aside from actually having our wedding, we also managed to have a conversation with Mimi of Fabulous Living, and we had a conversation on menopause. She invited me to speak to some of the ladies on her platform, which was really good, and I'm glad and I'm honored that I managed to do that, because I had such a good conversation, and the ladies there were very responsive, and she was also amazing. So that's something that I won't forget. I mentioned that there were going to be challenges, and this is when we actually faced our challenge in the month of August. We had a company that would partner with us. It was called Sandy, and Sandy was, Sandy was the company that was actually doing our deliveries for the products that all of you ladies are receiving. But the thing is that the company is no more. And so because of that, we had to find a way to just have other companies to help us with the deliveries. And this was actually during the wedding and after the wedding. So a lot was happening. And that's probably one of the reasons why I can say we took kind of a step back to figure out how we're going to solve it. But we finally solved it. Let's see what happened in September. Oh, September is when we actually did something that we've never done before. We managed to actually reach out and ask for assistance because there was so much going on after the wedding, so much work. I actually went on social media and talked about how I really needed an assistant because there was so much going on. And so I finally got an assistant. Her name is Nancy, and all the amazing videos you guys have been watching of the recipes shot really well, edited really well. It's all thanks to Nancy. She's done a really good job. She's a really good social media manager. So if any of you are actually in need of a good social media manager, trust me, Nancy is your girl. Make sure that you comment below and you can be able to get her contacts. Let's see, October. Ooh, October was a really packed month. This was when my husband was graduating, so I can say I'm happy and I'm proud that he managed to graduate with a master's at USIU, and so that just means that we have more knowledge and input on the WellnessKE platform. And also for some of you who would like to learn more about how you can be able to propel your business to greater heights, make sure that you reach out to SSZ Branding for that. So apart from my husband's graduation, we also had some interviews on KU TV. I really enjoyed the interview with the host. Her name is Karen. She was such a delight. I remember even telling her afterwards just how into the conversation she was. It was so refreshing to see. And also, I always love and enjoy being on Lookup TV with Nancy Nailima. She's such a fun host. And so we had a really good conversation on breast cancer. And then she was also gracious enough to give us an interview to talk about how she is able to take care of herself, her health. And so that was a moment that was really, really big. And apart from that, we also had to do a little bit of home renovations right here at home. We needed to fix a couple of things because this home is also our studio. So we needed to fix the set, the lights, everything. And that's why you're seeing the new set that you're actually watching right now. So that was a lot during the month of October. Let's see, November. Oh, November was more of a chill month because we decided to actually have our honeymoon. This is when we got to celebrate and have our time off in Zanzibar. We traveled to Tanzania and went to Zanzibar. We had a really nice time, my husband and I can say on a personal note, I needed that trip so that I could be able to just recharge and just, I can say, find myself because a lot had happened all throughout the year. But the moment I just switched location to a different location, I found myself just getting new energy, new ideas, and I really recommend travel to anyone who feels maybe stuck or overwhelmed. It's just the best, and you'll actually really recharge and feel your best and probably do your best work when you do so. So November for us was just, it was chill and cozy. Last but not least, we have the month of December. Okay, so in December is where we actually did some really exciting things. And I'm just going to give you a sneak peek of what's going to be happening. This is us actually just planning for the year. In the month of December is where we wrapped up the weight loss plan. We have a 30-day weight loss plan that's actually going to help you this year to lose the weight, to finally shed the weight. And in the month of December was when we're actually tightening everything up. There are actually going to be more surprises to those of you who sign up for the weight loss plan. And it's something that's going to be a lifestyle. It's not just something you're going to do for 30 days. I want for you to embark on this journey so that you don't just lose weight, but you also change everything about yourself. You change how you look, but you'll also change how you feel. You'll also fix a lot of the issues that most of us women have, like hormonal imbalance, issues like bloating, gas, constipation, and also issues related to our eating habits. So the month of December was just all about planning and making sure that we construct the best for you so that this 2024 you can finally be able to achieve your weight loss goals once and for all. So we've had a really good year here on WellnessKE. We've actually had some of our ladies who have managed to shrink fibroids naturally and avoid surgery. We've also had some of our ladies who have managed to get their period back after years of not having their period. We've also had some couples who are on our 30-day nutrition plan and they've managed to lose weight and also boost their fertility. This was such an amazing thing to see. But our most notable and most proudest moment was when one of our ladies who has been struggling with infertility finally managed to become pregnant, and not just become pregnant, she was pregnant with twins. And I should say she still is pregnant with twins. And it was the husband who reached out to just thank us and also give us a feature he works in the media, and so he gave us a really good feature. So this was something that made me very proud, made me very emotional, but also I'm very grateful to see all the changes that are taking place in our ladies. If we haven't mentioned yours, please don't hesitate. Make sure you let us know in the comment section what changes that you've made through the WellnessKE platform. So that has been our year 2023 as WellnessKE. I want to take this opportunity to thank you. Thank you so much for taking care of your health. Thank you for trusting us with your wellness and also for taking the right steps. I promise you, 2024 is going to be a big year. It's going to be a big year for WellnessKE, and it's also going to be a big year for you because you're finally going to make the changes you need in order for you to achieve the best health. And we're going to be right there by your side as you achieve it. Thank you, ladies, so much. My name is Fatma. I remind you to hit that like button and subscribe button. That way you know every single time we post a new video. And that's it. 2023 is done. Ladies, Happy New Year!